it's Dawn and you're watching Growing Up Chaotic, the channel where I candidly share with you how I survived growing up in an alcoholic, drug-addicted, mentally, emotionally, and physically abusive family. If I can survive and thrive after all of that, I know that you can too. Well, today I wanted to talk about this based on a true story inspirational movie that I watched recently called The Fighter, starring Mark Wahlberg. If you haven't seen this movie and you've lived with or dealt with an addict or an alcoholic, you've got to see it. It's the story about the relationship between these two brothers. Their names are Dickie and Mickey. And Dickie is the older brother. He's also the addict in the story. He's a former boxer turned trainer who gives into a life of drug addiction and crime. His younger brother Mickey is the quintessential underdog whose aspirations of becoming a champion fighter are often eclipsed and almost completely thwarted by his brother's drug addiction. So on the surface, this movie chronicles Mickey's rise to success, but it also explores the different relationships and personalities as well as dynamics that occur in a family that are struggling with addiction or with an addict. So this movie, The Fighter, it really got me thinking about how critical, how important it is for us, the survivors, the people living alongside the addiction and the chaos and the toxicity, how important it is for us to start opening up that dialogue and talking about the experiences that we had in our families, whether it was when we were kids or even now as adults, the things that we experience and we witness. It's time that we give our side of the story a public voice. Now, it's my opinion, and some people may not agree with this, but it's my opinion that the amount of attention that the addict gets is so disproportionate to everything else. It occurs in our family, and it also occurs out in the real world. It's always about the addict's recovery. It's always about the alcoholic's relapse. Well, what about the people that are sharing space in their lives with these alcoholics and these drug addicts? What about those people? Why is it that we have to put our lives on hold and wait until the alcoholic or the drug addict is clean and sober in order for us to really take a look at ourselves, to start creating a life that we desire, to make healthy decisions that affect our lives in a positive way? Now, I know it may seem like I'm pointing fingers here, but that's really not my intention. My intention in bringing this up is that we have to take responsibility for starting that dialogue between one another and for opening up that community. We have to take responsibility for that. No one else is. We are responsible for our own healing and our own recovery, just like the addict is to his or her own recovery. And I really can't stress enough that now more than ever, we need to support and encourage one another to step out from behind the shadow of the addict or the alcoholic and start putting our lives together. That is a crucial step in breaking that cycle of dysfunction. So my question to you today is, what do you think that we need? What do you think that it's going to take to open up that dialogue between one another, to create that community between survivors, between you and I, between the people that we're living alongside the addict and the alcoholic? What is it going to take to open up that dialogue? Well, I would love to hear your comments, your suggestions, your thoughts, whether you agree or disagree. I would love to hear about it in the comments section below. And of course, if you like this video, then please like it. And if you are super excited about getting this dialogue started, then please share this video with your friends. And of course, for additional inspiration and insight, you can follow me on Twitter at Growing Up Chaotic, and I'll also continue to give some fancy movie reviews. And of course, you can pop over to the blog at www.growingupchaotic.wordpress.com, Well, I really hope that you got something out of this video today. I hope that you go and watch the movie The Fighter if you haven't seen it already, and if you've already seen it, go see it again. Well, that's all that I have for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.